भारत में 2500 वर्षों से बौद्ध धर्म का वजूद है और देश के हर कोने में बौद्ध परंपरा और संस्कृति फल फूल रही है। लेकिन भारत के टेलीविजन इतिहास में पहली बार नोबल विजडम यानी शराब संगपो के नाम से शुरू हुआ है एक टेलीविजन कार्यक्रम जो भारत की बौद्ध परंपरा और बौद्ध धर्मावलंबियों की ताकत को उजागर करता है। इसी मकसद से पेश है एक और एपिसोड। कार्यक्रम में अगले कुछ दिनों तक आप जानकारी पाएंगे हिमालय क्षेत्र की बेजोड़ पारंपरिक चिकित्सा पद्धति सोआ रिगपा के बारे में।
How to release stress and tension. So as I told you, how to release stress and tension, it's a big question because as I told you, there are different levels of stress. First thing we have to do is analyze the nature of stress you are having. So there are certain sort of methods in lifestyle. Maybe it can be technically categorized into 4: lifestyle, diet, medicine, and therapy. Now let's say how could manage with the lifestyle. There are many methods I think we have to handle with transforming our mind. That's very, very important. So let's say handling the root cause or understanding the root cause, it's very, very essential. You cannot free from stress unless you cannot understand the root cause. You should have spent some time and think about your stress. If you have feeling too much of stress, let's take your time and think about it. What makes you stress? Why this pressure comes from? Maybe you can write it down. I always advise write it down. Yes, I love the instructions given by Indian master Lord Chandideva. Then write it down. If what makes you stress, then in order you see the stress you are creating, has there some solution or not? If there are something solution for this kind of problem, what is the point to worry? What is the point to stress? Just follow the solution. Just take seriously with the solution. There is no point. Again, if the problem persists there, if the problem has no solution, what is the point again there to worry? If there is no solution, what is the point? To me, this words help me very much. Whenever I get stressed, I practice this sort of verses. It's very, very helpful. Whenever I get opportunity, I advise this to the patients. It's very, very helpful. Then let's say best way to express or best way to release your stress and tension is to share your problem. Share your problem. Now what's the problem? Why we are suffering under stress in today's world? Because people neglect about true friendship and genuine sort of companion. They just working, and they neglect about the friendship. So when they had under crisis, they had a problem because they no way to share. That's why they had full of stress. So if you are really always stress is always persisting in your life, I think best thing is to find a genuine friendship. Make more sort of friend. Make more sort of genuine friend. Share your problem with them. You will definitely get sort of release your stress. I think this is the best solution, I feel. Now if there's no one to share your sort of problem, then certainly you will suffer. Because you have to suppress all the problem in your mind. Now you can see those who are so jolly and so sort of open-minded, warm-hearted. You see other people, how they manage. Why don't they have stress? Because once they have little problem in their mind, they openly share with them. They get relief at least. Even their friends give them advice or sort of solution. So there is no chances of sort of stress and tension to them. So what I mean is build genuine companion, build more sort of genuine friendship. That's also sort of a best way to release your stress and tension.
कैसे दूर हो आपके जीवन की मुश्किलें, कैसे सवरे आपका करियर, कैसे सफल हो आपका हर काम, क्या कहते हैं आपकी किस्मत के सितारे, जानिए सटीक होने वाली बौद्ध भविष्यवाणियां।
Namaste Tashi Dilek. My name is Tenzin Yanki. I'm Tibetan astrologer from Dharamsala, Menzikhang. 1st December 2010, Wednesday, 26th day of the 10th lunar month. The elemental combination is water-wind, inauspicious combination, and this brings disharmony and separates friends and relatives. Particularly on this day, refrain from doing work related to construction and moving of houses. Also avoid marriage, shows and celebration, and borrowing or refunding debts because Kikang also falls on same day. Bumtong or empty ways is at north direction, so avoid all important activities, especially funeral procession while facing north. 2nd December 2010, Thursday, 27th day of the 10th lunar month. The elemental combination is wind and wind, the combination of perfection. The day has sublime energy to quickly accomplish one's wishes. Traveling, reuniting people, and all quick and temporal activities will be successful. But particularly on this day, you are suggested to refrain from doing marriage engagement because the day is Phagme Namgo. The day is favorable for people belong to tiger, rabbit, bird, and monkey animal sign to raise prayer or lungta flags, and unfavorable for people belong to ox, dragon, sheep, and dog animal sign. Bumtong or empty ways is at north direction, so avoid all important activities, especially funeral procession while facing north. 3rd December, Friday, 28th day of the 10th lunar month. The elemental combination is earth-wind. This combination has unfavorable energy to reduce the growth of wealth and property, indication of theft, robbery, plundering are there. Disappointment and regret may come if you initiate any productive activities. The day of Thurgi Namgo. This is specifically inauspicious for funerals. Moreover, the Lord of Earth or Sada Simpong moves from east to west direction during 9 p.m. to 4 a.m. in the morning. Thus, undertaking journey towards that direction would be unfavorable. Bumtong or empty ways is at north direction, so avoid all important activities, especially funeral procession while facing north. The day is not favorable for raising prayer or lungta flags. Thank you and see you tomorrow at same time.
The real source of peace, happiness, stability, harmony, satisfaction will come primarily from within one's own mind. Primarily, I am saying. I'm not saying the others are not necessary, but the main source is within oneself. So that one has to realize, and then one has to practice and live. As I said right in the beginning, if you really want peace and happiness, if you don't want, then it's a different thing. So don't look in the wrong direction for the source of permanent peace and happiness. It is to be found within, you see. So I'll stop here today. If you have some questions, please.
It's like Buddha speaking to the audience. It's a good feeling, and not that I'm trying to please you. There is one thing which we all live with, and we all know, very enlightened people are here,
Yeah.
that it is all impermanent.
Exactly.
We know that every moment, every breath is counted, and we don't know when it will go away. So we know all that. The dilemma comes in that in a sort of a impermanent state, what is right and wrong? You know, there was a song in film which moved me very much, which says that Zindagi khwab hai. Khwab mein sach hai kya, jhoot hai kya. So whether I'm meditating or I'm drinking and I'm using opium and in a very high state of mind or of enlightenment, what is the difference? So whatever I'm doing, it's very difficult to justify that what is right and wrong, because if everything is impermanent and it has to disappear, what is right and wrong? What is the path that one should follow? That dilemma always keeps coming to the mind. Yeah.
Number one, when we say we all know things are impermanent, we know things are impermanent only while we are talking. Immediately after this, hardly any one of us will think about that I'm impermanent. That's the problem. Classroom mein chhod gaya sara. You see, in our daily life, for example, when we are working, we are relating to other people, how many of us think that I'm impermanent?
That thought is there.
Very difficult, very difficult.
It started coming.
No, in your case, maybe I can't judge. But for many of us, very difficult. That's the problem. Suddenly, then you start fighting, You sneeze, he said these things to me, how dare he say this thing to me, to somebody like permanent man like me, Almost that kind of feeling is there. That feeling is there. Then when in relation to the money or whatever you're saying, you just go into that, I have to have this permanent money, permanent thing, That concept is there. So it's very difficult. If you are somebody who really has fathomed into that meaning of impermanence, your whole behavior, your whole reaction, how you live your life will be totally different. You totally different. You will become.
In case of many of the people who are present here,
Yeah.
they have a very different mindset.
Yeah,
They are not
true.
attached to property.
Yeah, that's
The very fact that they have come here,
Yeah.
come for the 4 days, they have a different mindset.
wonderful.
The question now is, what
Yeah.
is right and wrong?
No, wonderful. So this point we need to know first of all. This is really, really important. Really important. So if it is there, best of luck. Very good. But I doubt, to be honest. I mean, when somebody announces a teaching, that gives an inspiration. Oh, here is a chance. Then at that point, maybe a little bit of thinking about impermanent, all this, because there is a condition now. You see, comes. So you come to the teaching. During the teaching also, their thinking may be there. Now what after the teaching? You see, फिर वही का जिंदगी. I used to have the same experience. That's why I'm sorry to say that, to put you all in my shoes, But when I used to listen to His Holiness teaching, sometimes I am so moved. Oh my goodness! Now I really need to do something. I need to really help other people. Life is short. All those kind of things. Trust me. As soon as the teaching finishes, I cross the door of that temple, merge into that huge, crowd. Unfortunately, back into the same vault. You see, it's not easy, really not easy. So that's one thing. Just to.
Can you give some practical advice? I find in my daily life, if I do meditation, then my whole mental state changes, and then I find it very difficult to switch on. We live in a normal life, so I have to go to office, I have to family, meditation, everything. So this thing स्विच ऑन स्विच ऑफ मेडिटेशन कर लिया, फिर फैमिली अटेंड, फिर जॉब, फिर ये. आई फाइंड इट वेरी डिफिकल्ट. एक बार आई स्टार्ट माई पूजा, माई होल माइंड चेंजेस एंड दैट डे आई कांट गो डू माई ऑफिस वर्क. आई डोंट फील लाइक गोइंग टू ऑफिस. इफ आई स्टार्ट डू माई ऑफिस प्रोजेक्ट, दैट डे I just cannot meditate. Can you give some advice or something?
So different people have different mental dispositions. It is really not easy to say, but there is one Buddhist teaching where it says, even if your realization is equal to the Buddha, your behavior and conduct should be like an ordinary person. So what I'm trying to say by this is, this is a little bit complicated. Meditation is like charging a battery. After having charged the battery, if you don't use it in the night or darkness, then it is mistake. First you need to charge the battery, then use it in the dark. So similarly, meditation charges your mental setup. Meditation is not for creating strange ideas and things or trying to move into a different world which has nothing to do with this world, not those kind of things. Meditation primarily is talking about getting your mind habituated with positive emotions. That's meditation. Meditation means getting habituated with the positive emotions. You don't have to get habituated with the negative emotions, because in the case of negative emotions, our meditation is very good. We are highly advanced meditators. So meditation is nothing holy, nothing sacred. Usme to hai. So now our weakness is in the positive area, virtuous practices. So there, like compassion, not very strong, wisdom, not very strong. So you need to get habituated with that. उसमें अभ्यास करना है आपने. So therefore, there is the meaning of meditation.